Hey everyone, it's Will, Gamer Dad, with another video for you. So in today's video, we're going to take down the true manifest of Azami, and we're going to show two different methods as usual. Now, if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. I also do have a Patreon account for those who want to support me this way. So in our first example, we're going to use the Fire Zone Grasta carried by Surge to do a one-turn AF, and while we're doing that, we're going to play the piano during the AF and try to press as many katana swings as possible to get Kid to 10 stacks. Now, I wasn't able to get this Z steal within the AF only because remember that in Fire Zone, her katana swing does not charge the AF bar, and so you actually lose AF charge as you're doing it. After that, it's only a matter of just setting up and making sure you're ready to go. Note that in the turn 2, I did not use X-Slash by Aldo. I only used Volcano Blade. And the reason why is we're actually trying to set up so that we can tank multiple HP stoppers that occur with Azami. Because at each HP stopper, and there are two of them, it will do multiple AoEs, which does tons and tons of damage. So I'll just show you the first one there. That's a 2000. And note that that one is basically leaving you at 1 HP. So regardless, if you hit 2 HP stoppers in one turn and you don't have someone to tank it for you, aka Pry, your team was going to be wiped. And I guess the other option is to kind of heal in the middle of it and then hit it. Because like I said, the second HP stopper leaves you at 1 HP. And the problem is that by that time, Azami sets up her Heavenly Dance such that you will get countered by every physical attack that comes her way. Remember that they are elemental physical attacks. So if you use type shields as well as wind resist type moves, as well as physical resistance, you will minimize the damage. However, the second HP stopper, regardless, will leave you at 1 HP, in which case, if she attacks you from any counter, you will die. So I did tinker around a little bit, and unfortunately, as much as I wanted to do a free team clear with a powerful Fire Slash team, I was only able to do it with the assistance of adding a Pry, which is kind of free because you can get them free with your, I think it's the Healing Light 4-star choosing at some point. However, technically he is gacha, so I do apologize for that. Also note that in her counters and her attacks, they do apply things like wind resist debuff. They can also apply int down and power down, and so if you notice my loadout, I do have some of that shared proficiency debuff Grasta. You've probably seen that in earlier videos when I actually equipped the single one on certain DPS units. However, that takes up a DPS slot, and so instead, if you can share 6 to 7 Grasta slots between two of your units, that way 15% times 6 or 7 will be either 90% resisted or 105, which is rounded down to 100%. Now in our second example, remember that her culmination winds will allow her to counter any physical attack that comes her way. So I had a brilliant idea. Why not use a magic team to take down Azami? Now this one's a little bit interesting because keep in mind that we don't have any massive physical shields on the team. I mean, we do have the advent of Starkey, and I realized that Starkey wasn't available when these manifests were out in Japan, so I'm cheating a little bit, but I want to try how his counter heal will work against a physical attacker like Azami, and it should do actually very, very well. Keep in mind that Azami also has stun moves in her arsenal, aka Flat Strike, and so I did equip stun resistance or immune badge on Starkey to counter those because we're expecting him to take all the hits during these attacks. Now also keep in mind that regardless, the AoE attacks aren't going to be absorbed like Pry, and so you actually have to be able to survive that. Note that we actually lost more than half HP there. However, we do have Prayer Judgment up, we have dual debuff on int and power, we do have a little bit of shielding that way, but still, we did take a lot of damage, almost half our HP right off the bat. And at this point, note that I did charge up multiple stacks of Turbulence Death. I had 3 stacks, and that will do more damage up to 4 stacks, after which it's consumed. So I like leaving it at 3 so I can do 3 and then 4 consecutively to do massive amounts of damage. Now note that we did hit the second HP stopper right there, and the only thing I did differently is make sure that Starkey is a little bit slower such that he can actually heal, so that if he does get attacked because the rage is on him, he will be able to tank an additional hit from Azami such that no one in the party will die. And so we escaped with our lives, and we were able to beat this one with a magic team. So let me know in the comments below how you found this fight, whether or not you found it challenging, easy, or something in between. If you wanted to know, my middle child actually used the Fire Blunt team with the using Pry as well as ASUN, and was able to clear this one fairly straightforward as well. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.